guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today I'm going to be making a gift for a family member for Christmas. So it is a Christmas door wreath, a Deco Mesh Christmas door wreath. This is a Deco Mesh I'll be using today. I'm not sure, would you call it dusky pink, would you call it rose pink, what pink would you call it? Not entirely sure. So we've got our mesh. I've already done some cutting of I'm going to use the Pouf and the Ruffle method. I've done the Ruffle method before, quite some videos ago, just the Ruffle method. This today is going to be the Pouf and the Ruffle method, which I haven't done on camera. I've got my ribbons because there's gold in this. I'm going to have gold accents. I really didn't want to be using with the cream background, but when I looked through my stash, lo and behold, out of all my ribbons, and you've seen them, you know, I didn't really have one that I wanted to use. They were all yellowy gold. Having said that, I have pulled out these picks and they are yellow gold. I like the, can you see the iridescent sparkle to them though? That's what I like about those. I have some baubles. I have some parcels, and these are like a gold and silver. And I've also got some rose gold mercury glass hearts. They're only small though, and this wreath will be big by the time I've finished. I've brought this to the table. I'm not sure. It was just a random that I found in my box whilst looking for my rotary cutter. I've lost my rotary cutter. In fact, I've not just lost one, I've lost both my rotary cutters, so I've had to cut my mesh by hand today. And I've also, I went quite heavy-handed with that one. That was the first one. So I've done these roses, and all I did was sprayed them with water and a mixture of water and glue, school glue, you know, PVA glue. Sprayed them with that and then sprinkled them with glitter. But I'm not sure about that because they are quite a different pink. However, I'm going to see how it goes with the, you know, with me having the glitter on it. So I've made my wreath form up ready. This is a 14-inch wreath form. Now our lovely friends in America, I think for 15 inches they use 18 twist ties. However, I've simplified it for myself today. I don't like odd numbers. This is 14 inch and I've just gone with the 18 twist ties. So I've got 10 on the bottom layer. This is a raised wreath form, as you can see. So I've got 10 twist ties on the bottom, 8 on the top, and I think that's where we just get started. Now I'm going to pre-warn you guys, and for anybody that's just popping in, this will be a lengthy video because it's quite a process to get to where I want to go, and I'm going to fully dress it as well. So it will be lengthy, and as I always say, take what you need, leave what you don't. You know that's what I do with videos and stuff. Even reading books. You know, when I'm reading a book, if I get to a bit that I don't like, which I know I shouldn't, I skip it. However, or I scan it, you know, skim and scan rather than read. I get the gist, if you know what I mean. So long as you get the gist and you can take something from it, then I'm happy with that. But you know, I do always say, you know, take it either verbally or in my description. I always say take what you need and just leave the rest. So without further ado, I'm gonna start cracking on with this. Now hang on, what I've forgotten is I need some zip ties. Because we're using the Pouf method. Do you know what, guys? No. I just heard a little clang there in this bowl by my feet. I know it's under the table, but that's because I've got everything everywhere. And I thought my rotary cutter might be in it. I'll find it. Right, so we're going in with this, and I am going to clear a little space for myself because so let me put you there, guys, and see how well you can see this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my mesh on its natural curve. Can you see how it naturally curves? I'm going to get my mesh and I'm going to turn in the ends, and I'm just going to gather some with the ends turned. Right, didn't open my twist ties. So just let me do that now. Yep. And I'm going now. There's no set rules to this. You can either start on the top layer with your 8 placements, or you can start on the bottom. I'm going to start on the bottom because I like to do that. So what I'm going to do is, before this twist tie, can you see? I don't know what you can see. Before this twist tie, I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to use a cable tie. I'm going to miss that twist tie altogether. I'm going right through it. And making sure that my ends of the mesh are turned in, and you'll see why when I get to it. So when I put that there, that'll be a poof. So I want to poof this, and I'm going to poof this to about, I'm going to create these about 10 inches. So one more tick while I get my ruler. So I've got my ruler, so I'm going up to the 10-inch mark. Which is there. And you know, as you get going, you get the feel of what your 10 inch is. And I'm going to place that down, and I'm going to twist. Now I'm going to do a few of these, and then I am literally going to put you on fast forward. And that's dropped on the floor, but that doesn't matter. So I want another 10 inches, which is there. Keeping your ends turned in. Place it down and twist your chenille stems. I hope you can see, and I turn your ends in. Another 10 inches. That's right. Place it down. and twist. And I'm just going to hold that up. I feel as if that looks a little bit bigger for some reason. Right, I'm going to put you on fast forward and I'll be back. So guys, now we've got to that place, back to that place, and I'm just going to show you how I transition. This isn't my method. This is a method that I've learned over the years via the ladies in America. These aren't my rules. You know, I'm self-taught by YouTube, but YouTube taught me, if you know what I mean, by the ladies in America. So this is what they do. So this twist tie that you skipped and went through at the beginning, this is how you keep your formation right. So this twist tie that you didn't go in, you're going to go in now. So create your poof. And I think, you know, guys, I think in Britain we would call these puffs. But you know, I've been watching those American ladies for years, so I'm just used to calling them poofs. And that's what I call them. So you're going into that twist tie and you're going to tie it tight. There you go. And then can you see you've got it evenly around? Now we're going to transition over to this next, let's get rid of that, wait a minute. Let's get rid of this twist tie, this cable tie sticking up. Right, now you're going to transition and you're going to go up to the next level. So let's open the ties. Yeah, I've been making these for 3 years. There's no shortcuts. You can't take any shortcuts really if you want it to you know, to be how they're supposed to be, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up, jump over, and right before that twist tie, can you see, right before that, I'm going to get another cable tie. There you go. And again, we're going to jump through there. We're just going to go right through. And we'll come back to it at the end, just like we did the other one. Don't forget to keep your ends in. So we've gone through one, the first one, and we're now in the second. And so I'll put you back on, you know, and when you get your puffs, your poofs, puff them out. Now, what I will say, guys, as well, is if you've got that wide mesh, and the wide mesh is really good for these poofs. I'm only using a 10-inch mesh because it's the mesh that I've got. My wide mesh, I think it's 52 centimetres, that I have only got in silver, red and white. So, you know, I've left it. I'm using this, and it's just as good. By the time you've got everything in here and it's dressed, it's just going to look absolutely lovely and full. So I'm going to put you on time lapse and I'll be right back. Right guys, so we've come back to we've come back to that twist tie again, you know. I just budge that up there a little bit. So we're back there. So we're just going to do, I'm just going to show you, if you can hear a noise in the background, it's a kettle. My son's just back from sixth form and he's making himself a brew. So we're going into that twist tie. There we go. And then with the rest of your mesh, cut it. Pick that up off the floor. Another zip tie. And you get your tail. Can you see? Bring it to the bottom bar. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. These are bent the opposite way to what you think they'd go. Probably just the way they've been packed. Right. Cut the rest of that off, you don't need it. Cut your zip tie, your cable tie, zip tie, whatever you like to call them. And there's your base. It's quite see-through, isn't it? I will just say about your mesh as well, it depends on what mesh you use. You know, if you buy cheap mesh, you know, this mesh was, I think, £7 a roll. So it is quite see-through. However, we've still got our ruffles to go. I've shown you how to do ruffles before on my previous Deco Mesh wreath. Only this time, when I make the ruffles, I haven't got a poorly finger with a plaster on, so I can get to grips with it. So I'm going to tip you down. Please excuse my cake tin. Right, I'm going to tip you down. You get your rolls that you cut off. I've cut these at 20 inches. Lay them flat, and if they're rolling back at you, just put something on the end of it. In fact, not a hot drink like me. I'll put that candle on it. Then you're going to walk. You're just going to put your thumbs at the back, and you're going to walk up with your fingers. And you created a ruffle. It's like a bow tie, it's like a butterfly. And then you go into, there's Mr. Alfie. Sorry, I just had to have a little drink. Then you're going back in your twist ties, guys. I'm in fear of losing these things on the table, really, because I'm shoving my thing over there, my wreath. Right, and then you're going to go in, and you're going to tie them in. you're going to get your ruffle and you're going to fluff it about. Like so. Can you see? I'm just wondering now, guys, I'm just going to sit down a minute. I'm just wondering whether to go in with my ribbons the same time I go in with the ruffle. You can do either or. It's just that. Oh, I've not cut those ribbons. It's just that I'll have to open that placement again, so that would be 3 times I've gone in. I'll see how it goes. So we've done our first ruffle. Let's get back to the ruffles. We've done our first ruffle, and we're going to do another. So I'll do a couple of these, and then and there's your ruffle. We'll do a couple of these, and then I'll put you on fast forward and carry on, but from beginning to end, so you can see the process. Now I got this Deco Mesh from Deco Mesh Decorations, who I use quite a lot really in the UK. And she has lovely ribbons, she has accessories, she has the Deco Mesh of course, and already it's looking lovely. So I will buzz off onto fast forward. I'll get all these in place, because that's all you're doing for the 18 placements. For every twist tie that you've got, you're going 18. So 10 on the bottom, 8 on the top, doing the ruffle method all the way around. And then we'll come back and we'll do our ribbons. Okay? Right guys, so this is what we've got at the end of it. What I really would have preferred, if I'm honest, is I would have preferred to have used one colour mesh for the Pouf method, and then you know, this pink for the ruffles. And I was going to, because down in my petal shed, you will have seen it, I have a lovely burgundy Deco Mesh, which I'm going to make, and I will make that on camera too. And I thought I was going to combine the two, and for some reason I decided against it. However, this is still lovely, still nice and full, can you see, and not too see-through. And once it's dressed with the ribbons and stuff, it's going to look a stunner. You can see how deep it is, you know, how deep that is. And don't worry about your twist ties, your white twist ties, you know, they're not going to matter as we go along, and you will see that. So let's do a recap. I had a 14-inch wreath ring, I had 18 twist ties, 10 on the bottom, 8 on the top. I had 10-inch poufs. Don't forget to skip your first twist tie, go through that, poof it, and then at the end come back and go into that one with your 10-inch poofs. And then I had 20-inch ruffles, and this is how beautiful and full it's turned out. If you do have any sparse areas, which, you know, it's only because you need to fluff your mesh, you know. Other than that, it's lovely. So now we're going to go in with our ribbons, and what I'm going to do, because I've cut all my ribbons, I've done all this over a period of a couple of days, you know, prepared it. Because it's too much to do in one, for me it is too much to do in one fell swoop. So I've got my ribbon tails of this beautiful, and that's a nice contrast look, and it's got gold on it, and then I've got this one with the metallics in. So I've got 18 of those because I've got 18 placements, and I've got 18 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, I mean, I've shown you before about the dovetailing, but I'm just going to do it again. So we're definitely going to lose room on the table now with this little beauty sat at the side of me. So literally you're going to get your ribbon, I'm doing 3 at once, so literally get your ribbons, fold them in half, the edge towards, and they have to be wired ribbons, by the way, guys. I mean, I have done them, you know, when I first started out, you know, without the wire in them, but they don't keep the shape. You can't manipulate them as much, and they will just hang lame. So get your ribbons, get your ribbon edges pointing towards the left, and cut up, and then you've got your ribbon tails. Turn it round, same scenario. Now some people will fold them in half and do the same thing, but fold them in half and each tail is done each end, but I'm doing 3 at once, so I'm not doing that, and I don't want to ruin my scissors. And then you've got your ribbon tails. Okay, so the next thing is to go and put these ribbons in, and I'm going to keep the cream with the metallic on the bottom, and I'm going to put the pink on the top. All you're going to do is fold it in half, find your centre point, make a pleat. It doesn't really matter if you curl, if you cuff it over or not, because you're going to put it in and you're going to fluff it anyway. So, and then you find your first placement, you put it in, and that's what you've got. Okay, you can fluff all these, you can fluff them all either as you go or when you come back, because don't forget you're going to have to go back to them twist ties again, and you're going to have to cut them down, which I will show you. So fold them in half, find your centre point. Bit slippy these are. Find your placement, in your pop, twist, and give it a good twist, guys, because you're not going in there again. Oh, postman's just been. Sounded like he was letting himself in. Okay, and that's what we're going to do all the way around. So do you want me to put you on time lapse again, or shall I'll do another couple and then maybe even go off camera and come back, because there is a fair amount of time lapse on it already. But this is all I'm doing, guys. Placing in the ribbons, giving it a good few twists at the end because you're not going in there again. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is, as I'm going along, I'm going to cut these down. So I'll show you that now. So I've cut them down, cut the ends off your chenille stems, and you're left with that little stub. And all you're going to do is you're going to turn it in and back on itself. Can you see? And that isn't really going to matter. I mean, you know, by all means, buy chenille stems that are going to match your mesh. You know, it's just that I'm not going into any craft shops or anything like that, so I'm using what I've got and making the most of it. But yeah, you know, buy the chenille stems. You can buy glittered ones, you can buy plain, you know, plain colours. I've got pink, I've got green, you can even buy like candy cane stripe ones, so you can find them, they are out there. Hobbycraft are good for them, as is the range. So yeah, I'll just do those and then I'll buzz off, and then I will come back once I've got these ribbons in, and then we're ready to dress, because I'm wary of the time, and I you know, I don't know how long it's going to take me to decide on how I want to dress it anyway. Okay guys, so I'll buzz off and I'll be right back. I'm back guys, and there it is with all the ribbons in place, which it's looking absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And do you know, even wouldn't those colours suit, I mean obviously this is almost Christmas ribbons, so but wouldn't they suit a lovely wedding or anything like that, birthday? Very pretty. I absolutely love it, and I've decided I'm going to go with the gold parcels because I think they could look quite nice. But what I'm doing is I'm going to wire them in. I'm not going to glue them in. I've done this in the past, especially in my first makes, and you know, they drag on they're not very weighty, the polystyrene, but they kind of, once it's hanging, you know, and especially if it's on a door that's swinging, not all day long obviously, but you know, if it's swinging open and closed, and you know, you might get the occasional door slammer, I don't know, but you know, you'll find that they drag the material, the mesh and the ribbons. So I'm going to wire them in. I'm going to show you how I'm going to wire them. So I've just got normal florist stub wires, and I'm going to, because like I say, it's polystyrene, so I'm going to go in one corner and out the other side. Can you see? And then I'm going to do one at the top, so same scenario. Then bend them down and do it gently, because you don't want to pull and come through, and then you've ruined your little present, haven't you? So I'm gonna I'll wire the other one guys, and then same scenario. And now I'm going to put you down and I'll attach them. So I'm going to turn it round. So I've got one here at the bottom with me. I'm going to go one here, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to go through this way with my wires and then go underneath. I'm going to go underneath the wire frame I'm going to look at that, scooch it over a little bit, hold it up again. Yeah, that's perfect placement. And then I'm going underneath and I'm literally just going to twist those wires. And I know they're nice and snug, and at the end of this I'll go to the back and I'll make sure those wires aren't sticking out, so nobody's going to get stabbed with the wire, and nobody's going to no doors are going to be scratched. Same gift. It's not the same gift, it's a different gift, but it's the same scenario. And I think I'm going up here. I'm going up here. Same, go through the mesh. Let me hold that up. Can you see? And I'm going to twist. And I've got my lovely glue skillet on. First puff of smoke will be because it's the first time I've took the lid off it, but that glue, look at my glue, guys. Lovely and clear, fresh glue. I can turn that down now. Right, and now I'm going to, I think I'm going in with roses, because I actually love the rose. Doesn't it look gorgeous? So I have 3. I've got more than 3, but there's 3 that I've made up with the glitter. Yeah, it has to be there, doesn't it? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So dip it in, the glue. She's gonna absolutely love this, guys. Gonna hold that up. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And yep, I'm blowing my own trumpet. Right, So, whoops, on the outside, I've got these baubles. So on the outside, I want to bring in a bit more of the gold. So I've got 10 placements and I've got 6 baubles. I've got 3 pink, 3 gold. So I think I'll go a gold here against that pink. I'm dipping it in my skillet and I'm sticking it in a placement there, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to go a pink one next. So I will go up here into the skillet and into the, can you see? Another gold one. I'll go down here. Just hold it in place. Another pink. I'm not going to use all 6, guys. I'm just going to use 5, which means I've got 2 gold going next to each other, but that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to crucify me for that. Wow, this is just beautiful. So, I'm going to turn that off. I don't think I even want to add any. Look at that, guys. Just give it some bits of fluffs and oh, I'm very pleased with this. I really, really am. What do you think, guys? I'm just going to see. I do like that. Let me see. Just wonder whether I'm going over the top now through excitement. Because less is more, isn't it? I'm going to hold it up again. What do you think, guys? What I'll do is I'll hang it on the door right at the final stage so you can see it hung. But actually, you know, I'm going to tell myself now, no, not to add anything else, because it's just beautiful as is, isn't it? Very, very nice. And I know for a fact that this, you know, when you know somebody, just let me bring you to, you know when you know somebody and you know their character, and you know, this is one person that I can honestly, hand on heart, say, you know, I know, you know, I'm not sitting here worried in case, oh, I hope she likes it. I just know this is her. She's very sophisticated. She loves nice. We all like nice things, but she loves nice things, and you know, there's a little bit of romance in this as well, don't you think? You know, like I say, you know, you could have it for a wedding. But I know her, and I know for a fact that she, you know, in fact, I can't wait. I feel like running around. I feel like running around and saying, you know, because she's going to get it before Christmas, because obviously it's a Christmas decoration for her to hang each year. And whether she hangs it on her front door or whether she hangs it, you know, but I love that. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It's very full, it's very bushy, it's very deep, and it's beautiful. So that's it, guys. I don't think I'm going to add anything to it, add anything else to it. I have got those gold, and they are nice, you know. I mean, it is nice. I could go over the top. I might save these for the burgundy one, although I have got loads over there. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And like I say, you know, without those presents on it, mind even so, you know, it could be used for a wedding or a birthday. It's beautiful, isn't it? So that's it. For this one. I'm not sure what I'm coming back with the next one. I have got plenty, and I need to start using this stuff up. I've got plenty in the pipeline. Haven't asked how you're all doing, and I hope you're really well. I've had some wonderful conversations with some of you this week. Thank you very much. You know, and I've been getting great feedback, which is lovely. You know, that means the world to me. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you've been able to, you know, take something from today's video. Not sure how long it is, but it is a lengthy process to make these wreaths up, you know. And if I'd have started from absolute scratch, you know, building the frame, cutting the mesh, and so forth, we'd have been here at least till Christmas Eve. But however, you know, I hope it wasn't too painful to sit through, and I hope that you know, this has been a feast for your eyes at the end of it. I absolutely love it. So thank you for watching, taking the time out of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. So guys, I'm just morphing back in very quickly. I've decided I am going to add in those other 2 placements that were left, because I had 3 parcels. I've got 8 placements on the top on that's going to be your front. So I've got 3 parcels, 3 roses, and I had 2 placements empty, and I kept looking at it thinking, no, I can't leave those. So remember the little Mercury hearts? I'm going to go in with those, just 2 of them, which normally I wouldn't work in even numbers. However, I want to fill that face of this wreath, so that's what I'm going to do. I've turned my glue skillet up far too high. So I'm just going to stick them in. I wanted you to see, you know, I want you to see from beginning to end. So I'm just sticking that in there. And yeah, I'm aware of this top, but if I took it off, it would just look a mess, so I'm leaving it on. And just there. There we go. So I'll hold it up again now and say goodbye. Say goodbye for the last time. So they're there, you know, and it's it is the little details, isn't it? You know, I find anyway, and that's, well, that's how I work. So again, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm coming in with a photograph, but it's minus those hearts because I've already done it. Bye.